Good evening. Hello, hello. You're a little bit late there. Hello. It's been nearly 2 weeks since I last streamed. I don't even really remember. All I remember is maybe even 3 weeks. I don't know. We had Easter. 2 weeks, I think. Maybe 1.5. Either way, I skipped last week due to other reasons. And I'm back. And since this week, it's an even week, I will be streaming twice this week. So I thought it was time for the next Nancy Drew, which definitely has been like 4 weeks since I last played a Nancy Drew game. So we last time we finished the one with the Orca, and then we got a teaser for this one, which is Secret at Shadow Ranch. Which I'm assuming will take place on some kind of horse ranch. I think the best thing to do is just jump into it. Hello!
Welcome to my latest case, The Secret of Shadow Ranch.
Ooh, it's changed again.
Junior or senior detective. Dear Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman, pick me up at the airport. He gave me a phone number, told me to call the Raleighs at that number as soon as I got settled in, and refused to tell me anything else. In fact, he barely said 2 words to me the whole ride to the ranch. What's worse, Bess and George aren't here yet, which is very strange, because even though we had to take different flights, we figured we'd get into Phoenix at about the same time. Being here without them feels odd. After all, the Raleighs are their aunt and uncle, not mine. I wouldn't even be here if Bess and George hadn't begged them to invite me out to the ranch for 2 weeks, too. Until about 3 months ago, the Raleighs owned a clothing store. Bess said it was always their dream to sell the store and buy a cattle ranch. I hope they're okay, but frankly, as beautiful as Shadow Ranch is, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this place. Love, Nancy.
Okay then. So we're gonna first have a little look. We can... Oh, that's our items. We can viewable items. Okay. Then we've got notes with an actual task list, which is greatly appreciated. Especially appreciated that we can take it with us and don't have to go back every time. And the phone with a... Ooh. No. With internet. Ooh, nice. Okay. We're gonna call the Raleighs. Because that is who they told me to call, wasn't it? Let's see.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Raleigh. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy! Are you at the ranch?
Yes, and I'm a little concerned that you're not. Is everything all right?
Yeah.
Oh, everything's fine. I mean, it is now. It wasn't last night, of course.
Everything would have been fine last night if you hadn't made such a fuss.
How could I not make a fuss? There was a rattlesnake in our bedroom, for Pete's sake.
Did you say rattlesnake?
I told Ed to leave it alone and let one of the hands get it out of there, but no, Ed started poking at it with my yardstick, and all of a sudden it leapt up and bit him.
Ooh.
How bad?
Well, his arm swelled up something awful, and he was feeling pretty poorly by the time we finally got him here.
I was fine. She's exaggerating.
Oh, Ed, you wish. Anyway, dear, he's doing much better today, and the doctors think he'll be well enough to go home in a day or so.
I'm well enough to go home right now.
No, you're not. If I don't stay here with him, he'll get up and walk right out that door.
No, I won't.
I can't do anything about it right now. I can have a look in a minute.
What can I do to help you?
Nothing, dear. Absolutely nothing. You just go get a horse from Tex. He's the head wrangler. And go riding to your heart's content. I told Shorty to go ahead with the cookout I planned for tonight, and...
The envelope. Have her take that envelope to Mary.
Oh, good idea. There's an envelope in the roll-top desk in the den marked Mary. If you could ride over to Mary Yazzie and give it to her, we'd really appreciate it.
I'll do it right away. Did you say I'd have to ride there?
Because of the way the roads are set up around here, it takes longer to drive to her place from the ranch than it does to get there on horseback. Dave will tell you how to get there.
She's gonna have to get the key to the desk from him, too.
Oh, that's That's right. I always lock the roll top. Dave has the key. Oh dear, it seems like there was something else I wanted to tell you.
Slow horse, Bed. Tell her about the phantom horse.
Did he say phantom horse?
Yes, you see, last night we...
Hello, Mr. Raleigh. Time for those tests.
Uh-oh, we have to go. Don't worry about us, dear. You just go have fun. Just be sure to wear a hat and drink plenty of water. It's gonna be another hot one. Bye!
No, wait. Just tell me about the... phantom horse?
Okay then.
Dear Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency.
I hope that's better. I'm trying to call Bess and George.
Hello?
Hi, Bess, it's me. I'm at the ranch. Where are you guys?
Omaha?
What?
Omaha? As in Nebraska?
Good, that's good to hear.
Our plane had to land here so they could fix some radio problem, and now they're saying... It's Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, George.
Now they're saying we may be here for hours.
Ugh.
Hours? You're kidding.
Who knows what's really going on? Yeah, no one around here ever gives you a straight answer. So what's going on there?
Nothing much. If you don't count the fact that last night Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet found a rattlesnake
Ed
in
and
their
Bet.
room.
Oh my gosh! Are they okay?
Well, actually, it bit Uncle Ed.
Is he all right?
He will be. Right now he's in the hospital. He'll probably be there for a day or two. Aunt Bet's staying with him.
Oh my gosh!
And apparently a phantom horse showed up at just about the same time as that snake.
A phantom horse? Of all the times to get stranded in some stupid airport. Look, you just better keep us posted, Nancy Drew. That's all I gotta say. We're so bored. George just bought a book on 19th century clothing and accessories.
George did?
It's the only thing in the bookstore here that looked halfway interesting. So if you need to know anything that's even remotely related to 19th century fashion, let us know, okay?
Sounds good to me.
So what else has been going on?
That's it for now.
2 words, Nancy. Call us.
Okay then. Anybody else we need to call? Don't know who Frank and Joe are, but we'll give them a call. I do hope that comes up as well.
What is it this time?
Excuse me?
Nancy! Hi! Sorry, I thought you were somebody else.
That would be some awesome foreshadowing.
Am I calling at a bad time?
Hey, Nancy.
Hi, Frank.
I thought you were this guy we're doing some work for.
You guys are on a case? That's great.
No, it's not. Turns out the guy is a bit neurotic.
What do you mean?
He wants us to track down his missing laptop. He left it in a restaurant.
Only he keeps calling us.
Yeah, like every 2 minutes.
He's become a real nuisance.
Maybe you should just quit.
Can't.
Why not?
The guy's filthy rich, and if we find that laptop, he said he'd make us filthy rich.
But the real reason we can't quit is he's the son of our mother's best friend.
Yeah, if we quit, we'd never hear the end of it. Uh-oh, we've got another call.
Let him leave a message for the 9 millionth time. So Nancy, tell us about the ranch.
I do not know who I'm talking to right now, but I'm gonna guess there's some kind of, like, private eyes.
The Raleighs aren't here because Mr. Raleigh was bitten by a rattlesnake last night.
Whoa! How bad off is he?
He's still in the hospital, but they think he's going to be okay.
They've got rattlesnakes around there, huh?
Apparently, they've also got a phantom horse.
Phantom horse?
That's what Mrs. Raleigh said. She hung up before she could explain.
Well, when she explains it to you, be sure to explain it to us.
Catch you later.
Stay safe.
Watch out for varmints.
Is there anybody else? Shall we call home as well? We're currently calling everybody. I like how I've been looking at the same screen the whole time.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hi, Hannah. Bye, Hannah.
Okay then. What more is there to do? Oh, urgent! Call us as soon as you can. Now, pronto, immediately, already done. Okay. On top of the first person. Okay, done. Why are you still... I've done that. Oh well. Task list. I thought that we had a task list, but oh well. Let's have a look at some books. The end is nigh. Well, that's a good start. Ooh. Charlena Purcell, like wind through my heart. To bet Charlena. Ooh. It's signed. Anything else? No. Okay. Any other books here that are interesting? Nope, no interesting books in this shelf. Cities, a Slicker's Guide to Ranch Horses. Ooh. Yeah, it seems like they're friends slash colleagues, right? Yeah. Also, yes, I saw chickens too. Unlike horses used primarily for recreation or competition, most ranch horses spend their off hours outdoors, sometimes under the protection of trees or a lean-to, rarely in an enclosed stall, and in the cold winter months they're likely to grow long shaggy coats. But their basic nutritional requirements are exactly the same as any other working horse. Basic care and feeding of a ranch horse, there we go. Because a horse left to its own devices in the wild would spend all its time looking for and eating grass and other vegetation, its digestive system is set up for the continuous consumption of relatively small amounts of food. Digestion is aided by the continuous movement of the horse as it forages. As a result, feeding a horse a large quantity of food all at once, then making it wait hours for its next meal while tied up or restricted to a stall, can be a recipe for disaster. Things to consider when feeding a horse are its weight and the amount of work it is doing. All domesticated horses need hay. In general, a horse should eat between 1.5 and 3% of its body weight every day. This means a horse that weighs 1,000 pounds should be eating anywhere from 15 to 30 pounds of food a day. Okay. It's recommended that half its food ration should consist of good hay, which horses need to keep their digestive tracts sound and to satisfy their natural urge to chew. This means that a horse weighing 1,000 pounds should be fed at least 7.5 to 15 pounds of hay a day. Timothy, alfalfa, and brome grass are among the hays commonly fed to ranch horses. Working horses are usually fed grain as well as hay in order to provide extra energy and proteins. Oats, corn, and soybean meal, or a mixture of these, along with supplemental vitamins and minerals, are among the grains ranch horses are commonly fed. When it comes to its grain ration, each horse's needs must be determined individually. The energy needs of one 1,000 pound horse might mean it needs only 2 pounds of grain a day, while another might need 10 or more pounds a day, while still another might thrive on an all hay diet and need no grain at all. It all depends on how much work the horse is doing, how much hay it is getting, and how well it digests and absorbs the chosen source of grain. It is important that grain be added to a horse's diet slowly. Always remember to go by the weight of the grain, not by its volume. AKA a gallon of oats is quite different from a pound of oats. And to use a properly calibrated scale when mixing grain sources. And never feed a horse more than 5 pounds of grain at one time. If a horse needs to eat more than 5 pounds of grain a day, divide the ration into at least 2 feedings separated by as much time as possible. Improper feeding can result in medical conditions that are very painful and potentially fatal to the horse, such as colic and founder. In a horse, colic can be simply described as abdominal pain. This pain can be due to excess gas or to an intestinal blockage, both of which can be caused by feeding a horse the wrong food or too much of the right food. Signs of colic in its early stages may include listlessness and a lack of appetite. As its condition worsens, the horse may roll, repeatedly lie down and stand up, sweat and kick at its abdomen. Call the veterinarian, don't give the horse food or water, and keep it walking if it keeps trying to roll. Founder occurs when the tissue between the foot bone and the wall of the hoof swells. The resulting pressure causes pain. And if the swelling is severe, blood flow may stop and the tissue may die, resulting in permanent damage to the horse's feet. That's not good. Diet-related causes of founder include eating excessive amounts of grain and drinking cold water before being properly cooled down after exercise. What color is that horse? Black? Black body, black mane and tail, with no hint of red. Some black horses fade to a rusty brown in constant sunlight. Others remain a fade-proof blue-black. Chestnut, orange-red body, orange-red mane and tail. Color can vary from yellowish red to a deep rich brown. A liver chestnut, but the mane and tail will always be the same color as the body. Sorrel? Sorrel? Same as chestnut, only with a flaxen mane and tail. Not everyone agrees with this definition. Bay, reddish brown body, black mane, tail and lower legs. Bay can be very dark, almost black, but if the horse has black points and even a hint of brown or red, it's a bay. Okay. Buckskin, a yellow, tan or dun colored horse with black mane, tail and lower legs. Buckskin with primitive markings, dark stripe down back, horizontal stripes on the upper legs are called duns. Palomino, golden body, flaxen mane and tail, no hint of red in its coat. Dappled grey, dark skin, white dappling on a grey background. Greys turn white as they age, but always retain their dark skin. Fair enough. White, blue or brown eyes, pink skin. White horses are born white, and they are not albinos. Roan, a horse that has white hairs interspersed with a base color. The face, mane, tail, and legs of a roan are the solid base color. A chestnut roan is sometimes called a strawberry roan due to its reddish-pink color. The black roan is sometimes called a blue roan. Okay. Interesting. That was the only book here. Okay. We've read all the books. We got... It's locked. Oh, she didn't say it's locked. That's nice of her. We all know it's locked. Ooh, some nice blankets. Good, good. Nothing else here. Nothing else here. Still fixing up front porch use back door. Okay, good to know. Then we're gonna go to the back door in a minute. Oh, that's book 1. The 21st century and they still use horses? We're getting all the horsey facts. No, she didn't say it. She didn't say it's locked. While much of the work on a modern cattle ranch can be done using motorized vehicles, a great deal of it is still best accomplished on horseback. Cowboys can keep track of cattle grazing in rough terrain more easily by riding a horse, which can navigate the same steep, rocky gullies that cattle can, than by driving a pickup truck. Cattle tend to accept a horse and rider in their midst more easily than a noisy dirt bike, and jobs like herding and storing, which require quick changes of direction and speed in order to control the movements of excited, confused, and sometimes just plain stubborn cows and calves, would be all but impossible without a horse. In fact, anyone who has ever watched a good cutting horse at work can't help but wonder if it's the cowboy on its back that is obsolete. Though the horses found on working cattle ranches are sometimes called cow ponies, they are not necessarily ponies. A pony is usually defined as a horse that's under 14.2 hands, another measuring way, 58 inches. They are more correctly called stock horses and are most likely to be quarter horses, paints, or appaloosas. I think that's how that's pronounced. I like that it went hands and then to inches, but me as a not American / not originally English don't know what that means either. That still says nothing to me. The quarter horse was developed in 17th century America by colonists looking for horses that could excel in straight, short-distance races. These quarter-mile horses, which evolved from Arab, Turk, and Barb breeds that were brought over from Europe, were compact, heavily muscled, even-tempered sprinters. When the pioneers went west, so did the quarter horse, and as cattle ranching grew in economic importance, the quarter horse, whose ability to start, stop, and turn quickly, and to anticipate and thwart the movements of cattle, became an indispensable part of ranch life. Today, this incredibly versatile horse can be seen everywhere, competing in ranch-related events such as cutting and roping events, as well as refined events such as dressage and show jumping. According to the American Quarter Horse Association, founded in 1940 to preserve the breed, a quarter horse can be just about any color from sorrel to buckskin to blue roan, but can only have white markings on the face and below the knees. The paint horse. 1.5 meters. Okay, that makes sense. In a breed that, though it is distinguished by its beautiful markings, is not simply a color breed, to be officially recognized as a paint, a horse must be bred from horses registered with the American Paint Association, the American Quarter Horse Association, or the Jockey Club, which registers thoroughbreds. As a result, paint horses are similar when it comes to conformation. When it comes to coat patterns, however, no two paints are ever the same. Paints are categorized by 3 types of coat patterns: Tobiano, Overoo, and Toveroo. Okay, no, yeah, that I would have googled it as well, but I didn't want to do that while I'm talking. that does help the talking. The head of a Tobiano is similar color-wise to that of a solid colored horse. It may have no white on it at all, or it may have a blaze, stripe, star, or snip. All four of its legs, below the knees and hocks, are usually white. The white markings on its body are regular and often round or oval shaped, and its tail is frequently 2 colors. The head of an Overoo has bold white markings, and its body displays irregular, scattered splashes of white. Its back between its withers and its tail, as well as 1 or all 4 of its legs, is usually dark, and its tail is usually a single color. Toveroo described those painters whose coat patterns fail to fall neatly into either the Tobiano or Overoo categories, such as a horse with a bold white face, 4 white legs, and a predominantly dark body that is displayed regular shaped white markings. To further complicate matters, there is no guarantee that breeding 2 paint horses will result in a painted foal. However, solid color horses with paint horse bloodlines can be, and are, used for breeding. Like the quarter horse, paints can be found whenever calm, sturdy, willing mounts are required. The Appaloosa was developed by the Nez Perce tribe of the inland northwest. It is unclear whether the Nez Perce established the breed using horses with the Spanish introduction to North America in the early 18th century, or whether the Appaloosa migrated across the land bridge between Asia and North America, with the Nez Perce thousands of years earlier, as ancient Asian photographs of spotted horses suggest. In any case, by the 1800s, the Nez Perce had a remarkably large herd of these strong, sure-footed, colorful horses. While its general conformation is similar to that of other stock horses, the Appaloosa has severely distinguished characteristics. No other breed possesses its highly distinctive spotted coat pattern. Most common is the blanket pattern, where an otherwise solid-colored horse will have white hindquarters with dark spots. Some Appaloosas are white with uniformly sized dark spots that create a leopard pattern. Some are a mottled mix of light and dark hair. The skin and the nose on the nose and lips of the Appaloosa is a mixture of pigment and non-pigment skin, giving it an almost freckled appearance. The white of its eyes, the sclera, is indeed white and readily visible. This is not the case in other breeds, giving the Appaloosa a very alert, wide-awake appearance. Mules and other breeds. Mules can still be found on some ranches. The cross between a female horse and a male donkey, a mule is known for being sure-footed and unflappable. As a result, it's still often used as a pack animal. Gaited horses such as Paso Finos, Peruvian Pasos, and Tennessee walking horses are extremely smooth to ride and as a result have their place on some working ranches. Draft horses can still be found pulling wagons and sleighs, though it is usually to keep visitors amused rather than to get ranch chores done. Okay. That was a lot of info about horses.
That's not the right time. Must be broken.
Oh, that is definitely going to be some kind of puzzle in that clock, isn't it? Yeah, good. Okay. Ooh, papers. The Tumbleweed Times. May the 9th. Don't know what year. The paint dries in record time due to the record heat. Local science teacher spends day watching paint dry. Says it's the most excitement he's had in years. God. Burnett Sparmerwinkle wins the Tumbleweed Krusty Chitlin Chili Cook-Off. Schnauzer abducted from backyard owner believes aliens did it. Prickly pears defeat Gunky Gecko's head to play off. Gunky Gecko's zero head to play off. I think the thing Whaley was it hot. And somebody decided to watch paint dry. Because somebody does not have anything better to do.
Phoenix
and surrounding areas will be hot and dry today, with temperatures expected to reach the mid-90s by 5 this afternoon. After that, temperatures will begin to drop, with a nighttime low in the mid-60s. Most areas to the south and west of Phoenix can expect more heat for the next several days, while areas to the north and east should also expect rapidly developing thunderstorms.
God.
If you're going to be hiking, biking, camping, or horseback riding, be aware that sudden downpours and flash floods are always a possibility at this time of year, and don't go into the wilderness areas unprepared.
We've got several livestock auctions.
That does not...
Frances Humber. Wonder who she was.
I'm gonna assume, since this is in America, that is Fahrenheit. It's not gonna be 90 degrees Celsius. That is not a reasonable temperature for anything. Oh, there's a person here. Oh, that's the person we needed to talk to. We've just been listening and looking at everything. Ooh, bread. Put the whole wheat flour, sugar, shortening, salt, yeast, warm water, bread flour. Put the first 5 ingredients in a bowl and stir. Add the water and stir. Beat for a minute, then add bread flour until you have dough you can knead. Dump the dough out onto a lightly floured surface, then knead it for about 10 minutes. Then put the dough in a lightly greased bowl and let it rise for 40 to 60 minutes, or until it's twice as big as what you started with. Grease a flat sheet, then dump the dough out on it. Punch it down, then divide it in half. Let it rest for 5 minutes, then shape each part into a round, slightly flat loaf. Move them to opposite corners of the sheet, then cover and let them sit for 40 to 50 minutes or until it gets twice as big. Get the oven baking hot, 375 Fahrenheit. Make a couple of cuts, a ½ inch deep on top of each loaf, then sprinkle them with a little bread flour. Bake 35 to 40 minutes until the loaves are golden brown and sound hollow when you tap them. Thank you. As much as Fahrenheit I don't understand, somebody once said, I saw a thing online at some point, where for people that don't understand Fahrenheit, you should just think of it as, like, percentage of how hot you feel. And as much as that makes relatively little sense, if then somebody goes 90 degrees, in my brain I can go, okay, that is hot. I know 100 is about 30, like upper 30s, because 100 I think is what your body temperature is supposed to be, so like 90. And then 0 is minus something. I don't actually know where like 0 Celsius is on the Fahrenheit scale. But yeah, it is hot. We've got some corn fritters. I'm not going to read all these recipes. Shadow Ranch cake, which just has how much of each, nothing how to make. Rattlesnake chili, okay. Sunny fry bread, which has all the explanation. Taco salad. I like that these all have, some of these have different handwritings. Vinegar pie. Okay. Anything in the oven? Not right now, but we're probably gonna have to bake or make something, aren't we? At some point. Yeah, 0 Fahrenheit is minus 17. That is very cold. One pinch is less than an 1/8 teaspoon. Oh, these are all the like... Okay. Interesting. Okay, we've got another phone number.
I don't need that right now.
We can't look in the fridge. Let's go talk to him.
You must be Nancy. I'm the cook, Shorty Thurmond. Welcome to Shadow Ranch. Come on over here and tell me about yourself. You have talked to the Rawleys, right?
I have, and I still can't believe what happened to Ed.
That is creepy, isn't it? But the horse, that was even creepier. See, I was just about to crawl into bed last night when all of a sudden this glowing horse comes galloping up outside.
What is it with glowing
Stops
animals?
And rears and paws, whinnying and snorting. Then it just wheels around and gallops off into the night. It was Dirk Valentines' horse, you know. Now it's a phantom.
Thank you for doing the research.
Dirk Valentine?
Dirk Valentine was an outlaw around here back in the 1880s. Legend has it he was in love with Frances Humber.
Ooh.
She lived right here on Shadow Ranch. Unfortunately, her daddy was the sheriff.
Something tells me this story does not have a happy ending.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Because
some
of
more
him,
luminescence.
Valentine was captured and eventually hanged. Ever since, the ghost of his horse has been roaming the desert, cursing whoever sees him with bad luck.
What a great story.
Story? All I know is, Ed Raleigh sees the horse, and what happens less than 2 minutes later? He gets bit by a rattlesnake. You do the math.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Okay then.
Hey there, Nancy. Man, I wish the Raleighs were here.
Me too. It'll be nice to talk to them in person.
I'm really looking forward to you and me sitting down and having a nice conversation. Especially with all the weird stuff that's going on. I'm so busy getting all their chores done in addition to my own that I barely have time to talk to myself, let alone to you. Enough of me complaining. What's up?
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon. Hey, you're crowding me here, Nancy. I need elbow room when I cook.
Sorry.
So we need to wait for him to leave before we can look in there. Okay.
Miss Nancy, how may I
That-
be of service?
Not
Well, I'd better get going.
the
Pleasure
button
talking to you.
I wanted to press. We're gonna leave. It's time to go outside. Do I need to still call them? Ooh. Poor George is so bored she actually bought and is apparently reading a book. So these are the case journal. Note to self, when a task has been completed, remember to check it off. Ask Dave for the key to the roll-top desk. Find out what the deal is with the phantom horse that the Raleighs mentioned. Look, we actually have to do. Ooh, I'm assuming I have to talk to that dude. Where did he go? He's at the chicken coop. Ooh, okay. So there's a fire pit over there. There's some kind of shed here. With all kinds of stuff. Okay. Sometimes you look at these games and you're just like, at some point, I'm gonna have to come here for something. And you already know it. That's where the horses are gonna be. But let's go talk to this dude first. Let's do that.
You talked to the Raleighs?
I sure did. Do you think Ed's gonna be all right?
He'll be okay. Getting bit by a rattler's no picnic, but it sounds like he's out of the woods.
Shorty told me about the phantom horse that appeared just before it happened. Did you see it too?
It was the strangest thing I've ever seen. Guess you're gonna be asking me a lot of questions, huh?
I don't know. Why do you ask?
The Raleighs said you were a detective.
Amateur detective. It's just kind of a hobby.
I'm gonna be honest with you, ma'am. We were short a couple hands to begin with, and now with the Raleighs gone and everybody on edge over what happened last night, well, this is not a good time to be visiting Shadow Ranch, that's all.
Ah. Da, 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 da.
The Raleighs asked me to take something out to
Let's
Mary
focus on the
Rousey's, but
to-dos.
It's in the den in the roll-top desk, which is locked. They said you had the key?
Sure do. They gave me their key ring at the hospital.
Great, thanks.
To get to Mary's shop, just follow the trail that goes northeast out of the corral. Can't miss it. And I should probably warn you, she doesn't like the Raleighs.
Why not?
No idea. Not really any of my business.
How do you think that rattlesnake wound up in the Raleighs' bedroom?
Probably crawled in through a mouse hole sometime during the day and took a nap. Nighttime's when they're most active. Something the Raleighs found out the hard way.
Could somebody have put it there?
Guess it's possible. Person would have to know how to handle snakes, of course, but then if you work in the desert, that's one of the things that's good to know.
I talked to my friends, Bess and George. Their plane's been delayed. They aren't sure when they're going to get here.
Sorry to hear that. Well, to be honest, I'm not, really. Driving back and forth to the airport takes a lot of time, and time's one thing we're all running kind of short of around here.
I'll let you get back to work.
Ma'am?
Okay. Ooh, I've got a thing. Ooh, okay. Time to look at the rolly desk.
fun.
The fact that that still says something where I feel like I've seen everything is a bit annoying to me. Anything? Ooh. Okay. Don't know what those are, but picked it up. Anything else up here? That one is for Mary something or other. To Ed and Bet Raleigh, just because you fired me, don't make another mistake and think that you've heard the last of me, because you haven't. We all know that I deserve a second chance. Letting me go without giving me one was just plain wrong.
Sounds like this Jane Nash person has it out for the Raleighs.
In fact, know what your problem is? I don't believe in justice, but see, I do. That's the way my brother and I were raised. Justice always prevails, although sometimes it needs a little help. Okay.
The Raleighs sold a trunk full of junk to Mary Yazzie.
Ooh. Used steamer trunk containing junk items from Shadow Ranch sold to the woman that doesn't like him. Okay then. I've got a letter, and I don't know what these are. They look like Allen keys, but I don't think they are. Okay. Oh, I can call the sheriff now. Don't think I should, but... Okay. And now I need to learn how to get on a horse and ride.
I haven't done that yet.
I didn't? Okay then. Let's first go deliver this and then we'll go have a look. Have a look. Barrel bending. Start. Barrel 1. Barrel 2. Barrel 3. Finish.
Well, hello there. Tex would have a cow if I rode bareback.
Okay, that is empty. Ooh! The American Quarter Horse. Nice. Ace, Clyde. Ooh, okay. We're definitely gonna have to feed the horse at some point. Always check your girth before hitting the trail. Okay. Hello.
So which one are you?
The nice one?
The Raleigh said they were going to be inviting some young ladies out here. I take it you're one of them.
I'm Nancy Drew. My
That
two
is
friends
some
haven't arrived
cowboy
Why
accent.
not?
Their plane was delayed. They'll be here as soon as they can.
I brought 3 horses in this morning. Hardly fair to keep them tied up all day if nobody's going to ride them.
And you are...
I'm the head wrangler. You want to ride, you come to me. You prove to me you know what you're doing, I may just let you.
Did you see the Phantom Horse last night?
I saw something. Just what? I still ain't sure. Now if you want to ride, listen up. First thing you're gonna do is never ride unless you're wearing a hat and gloves. And unless you got a full canteen of water. You can wear that hat over there. It's Mrs. Raleigh's. Got a helmet built right in. Her gloves are on the saddle you'll be using. And you can get a canteen from Shorty. Then you're gonna saddle and bridle your horse. No need to brush him. I do that when I bring him in. Then you're gonna lead him to the mountain block in the corral and mount up. Then I'm gonna ask you some questions. You can't ride outside the corral till you get all the answers right.
Once I pass your test, can I ride any time I want?
Long as you talk to me first. When you're done riding, you're gonna dismount, hook your horse up, take the saddle and bridle off, and put him back where you got him. Always keep your gloves with your saddle.
Which horse would you like me to ride?
The bay over there. Name's Bob. If you get off when you're on the trail, don't tie your reins to nothing. Just drop them. And barring an earthquake or something, old Bob will stay put.
Talk to you later.
Yahoo!
Okay.
You got some friends back there?
Who do we need to ask for the canteen? My task list is small. The head wrangler is a really creepy guy. I agree. Oh, Shorty is the cook. So yeah, we can ask him for a water something or other.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
I don't know why I couldn't ask him for the water thingy. Is there anything else here I missed? No, I saw that. I saw that. Knock knock. Anything in here? Anything up here? Well, that didn't help. According to this thing, I've not checked it all out yet. I don't see anything that I haven't seen in here yet. I'll come back for that later. I had to ask the cook for the water, couldn't I? Didn't I?
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
Apparently, it's not him.
Miss Nancy,
Nope.
how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
I wanna...
Come back soon.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, we're gonna have a look here, because this isn't... It's annoying me that it keeps showing... I'm gonna call Bess and George again, just because I don't know if that is the way to get rid of this.
Hello?
Hey, Bess.
Nancy, our link to the world of excitement and intrigue and decent food. What's the latest?
Apparently last night, this glowing horse came galloping up out of nowhere, caused a huge commotion, then went galloping
Maybe I
off
first
and
need the hat.
disappeared.
Maybe.
It was glowing?
Evidently, it was pretty spooky.
You're there investigating phantom horses, and what are we doing? A big fat nothing. That does it, George. We're suing the airline.
The cook, Shorty Thurmond, he says the phantom horse belonged to this outlaw named Dirk Valentine, who was hanged back in the 1880s.
Is this Valentine guy a phantom too?
I don't think so.
Well, how come his horse got to become a phantom and he didn't?
That's a good question.
Phantoms don't really exist, okay?
According to legend, seeing the horse is bad luck.
I believe it. I mean, look at what happened to the guy who owned him.
Don't you think it's kind of odd how that rattlesnake showed up in the Raleigh's bedroom right after that
I'm loving the
phantom
music.
horse showed up outside?
You don't buy that it was an unfortunate coincidence?
I think it was more like a well-planned distraction.
So, you're saying someone used the horse to lure everyone outside, then put the snake in their room, knowing no one would be watching?
It's possible, don't you think?
But if you're right, it means someone wants to hurt Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed. Oh my gosh! If you're right, it means that someone is on the ranch.
And whoever it is must be working with an accomplice. You know, someone to wrangle the horse.
So everyone there is a suspect.
That's right.
Well, you don't have to sound so happy about it.
That's it for now.
Have fun.
Wish you were here. Kidding.
Was that not? Okay, we're gonna go look for the hat. Somewhere here there has to be a hat. Where's this hat? Ooh, is this the hat? Well, I've got a hat. And then the gloves are with the thing I'm gonna be using. Probably will get that once we I've done the rest of it. Oh! I feel like these are all the things that I'm gonna get questions about, so I'm just gonna sneakily take a picture. Also of the other thing that was in here, the American horse. You know what? We'll also take a picture of this one. Just for later. Definitely feel like that's gonna be something. Oh, this is the different types of feed. Definitely. That one's purple. Okay. Oh, and then you... Yeah, okay, we're definitely gonna have to feed one of the horses at some point. Let's try again with Shorty.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
That did nothing. Will you give me
Hello, Nancy.
water?
Something I can do for you?
How long have you worked here?
Otherwise,
About as long
other
as the
info is
Raleighs
also
have lived
welcome.
Here. About 3 months, I guess. I was their first hire. First me, then Tex, then Shorty.
Tex seems a little ornery.
He does his job and he does it good. As far as I'm concerned, that's all that's important.
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
Okay. Also, gonna definitely have to pick some eggs at some point. I also feel like if I hadn't closed that, it would have gone... It would have gone like the chickens ran away. You know what? We'll just say that we're ready to ride. I don't know where to get the water flask
Need
from.
something?
May I go riding now?
Nope. With the Raleighs gone, the ranch is real short-handed. Before you ride, you're gonna have to go see if Shorty's got any chores that need doing.
Okay.
Get a canteen from him anyway.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
So first, this is what we needed to do to get the stuff from Shorty. You have any jobs
Miss
for me?
Nancy, how may I be of service?
Tex said I should get
I
a
just hadn't had-
canteen from you and see if there
I
are any
just hadn't
chores
gotten
you'd
there
like
yet.
me to do.
Music to my ears. First thing you can do for me is go out to the garden and pick all the ripe vegetables. You know what ripe vegetables look like, don't you?
No, but don't worry, I'll find out.
Good, because if you pick vegetables that aren't ripe yet, I'll be real ticked. You can put them in the vegetable basket that's hanging outside. And one more thing. Sometime today, I need you to build a cooking fire in the pit outside. I'll light it when I'm ready to start cooking. And be sure to fill the bucket out there with water and leave it by the pit. You know, just in case something catches on fire that isn't supposed to. The Raleighs wanted to have a cookout tonight, and by golly, we're gonna have a cookout no matter who is or isn't here.
I'm gonna get a pen. I don't know if it will show me all of these as to do.
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
Will it show me all of these?
I haven't done that yet.
I asked him! Okay. I need to pick healthy, ripe fruit.
I shouldn't pick any vegetables until I have something to put them in.
Okay, where's this basket? Where's this veggie basket? Wood. For the fire, we're gonna make...
Something goes here. Just missed.
Oh. Okay. There we go. We can do this. So we want to hit from that side from over here. Ooh, nope. Further over. Oh, it's because... Ah, damn it. It helps if you pay attention. No, we were doing this one. We're doing that one. I like this one. I don't have to redo it like some of the other ones we did before. Stand over there, hit straight on. One go. There we go. I'm learning.
Just call me Nancy Paul Bunyan Drew.
Okay. Well, at least I've got the wood ready. Got a decent amount of wood. Good.
I haven't done that yet.
Finds vegetables I'm supposed to use. Build a cooking fire outside. Build a bucket by the fire pit. Order just in case. Okay. Where's the basket? Where's the basket gonna be also over here? Because I feel like I can now at least build the fire.
Wonder who wrote this.
Ooh.
It's a fire pit. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay. All of that is wrong. I'm missing something. Anything else around here? Nothing else around here, it looks like. Oh, God. Is this where the veggie basket was? I don't think it was. Okay, so... Oh, I know where I need to at least... Okay, I know one thing. I remember one thing. Oh, no, that's not the basket, definitely. Either way, the water is definitely here. Is the veggie baskety thing somewhere around here? It doesn't look like it, does it? No. Still don't know where to find that. One thing down.
I'm finished with that.
Can I now build the fire?
It's a fire pit.
I got that far.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, do I need paper for the bottom bit of the fire? Is that what I'm missing? Like the paper in the basket next to the fireplace in here? There we go.
Bank robbers?
Ooh, Denver bank robber spotted at local gas station. Clerk's description of clothing, car, green tinted sunglasses matches that of witness to a $100,000 heist. Okay. There we go. Now we can build a fire. I just read the paper. I hadn't realized that I could, you know, take the paper. No, we don't want the note.
So far, so good. I need more kindling.
Oh, I need more. Okay. That we can do. That at least is an explanation for something.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'll let you
Nope.
get back to work.
Take care.
If you can tell me where I can find more kindling, it would be appreciated, but I don't think you can. There's no kindling here. Okay. Oop, other way.
No sense going in there without
Yeah.
a horse to ride.
I just thought maybe I could walk in. Maybe there's kindling there. You know? Ooh, kindling. There we go. Do I now have enough of it? Oh, let me put the paper down first.
So far, so good. I need more kindling.
Even more? Bloody hell. Have I not? I found out what I found out what the deal was with them. Okay. More kindling. Does anybody see any more kindling anywhere? And or this veggie basket thing I'm looking for. Not with the chickens. Ooh, kindling. Ooh, there we go. Do I now have enough? I feel like I have a decent amount of that.
Good. That should do it.
There we go.
There, one extremely well-built campfire, if I do say so myself.
That looks good.
I'm finished.
And now we're just looking for this vegetable basket. Well, I can definitely see which ones are the ready ones, but I don't see this bloody vegetable basket anywhere. Oh, that is the vegetable basket.
Talk about your scorchers.
Ooh, nearly 90 degrees there. Okay. Please tell me this is the vegetable basket. It is. Okay, good. Good. That's one. That's one. That one. That is fair. That all looks like... Ah, Are these ready? I feel like there's definitely some stuff here that needs... Ah.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Oh no, you got stuff in here that isn't ripe yet. Picking stuff before it's ripe is a waste of perfectly good food. Now go back out there and be more careful.
You got it.
What part of... Okay, only the tomatoes were were good. How am I supposed to... Were there any books on how to see which ones are ripe?
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Did I miss the book on veggies? This is definitely where we're gonna do some bread baking or other baking. Still looking now for the book on veggies. Was I supposed to know, or was this just to figure it out? Because currently it feels like it's just to figure it out. Just pick all the veggies.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
There's more ripe stuff out there than that.
You bet there is.
No, no, I won't.
There's more ripe stuff out there than that.
There is?
There's more ripe stuff out there than that.
There is?
I don't know. Oh, could I have... No, web, internet. Search. Harvesting vegetables, there it is. Okay, we're gonna just go out here. And look this up. I should have... I should have done it this for... Oh, you need the light green ones for beans. Okay, I'm having a look. Bell peppers, there weren't any. Yeah, so you need the middle ones. Dry beans. Oh, okay. Oh, so you need those. Of these. Ah, wrong. I did I definitely didn't do this right, I think. Red when ripe. Bicolored when ripe, got it. Golden when ripe. Orange, yellow when ripe. Golden queen. Do we have any golden queens? Oh, these... No, or... Those are ripe. I think I've got them all now.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Oh no! You picked stuff that wasn't ripe yet again! Oh, well, there's only one thing to do.
I don't understand, dear. Didn't Shorty tell you to only pick things that were ripe?
He
But
did,
said
but
that
I'm
you
an
went out and
idiot.
picked vegetables that weren't ripe.
Yes, I'm afraid I did.
Oh dear. That garden is an important source of food for us. We simply can't have someone picking things willy-nilly and wasting perfectly
I
good
know.
vegetables, can we, Ed?
This talk is not making me feel worse about
You're
this.
just not responsible enough for ranch life yet, dear. So why don't you go back to River Heights? And just as soon as you've developed the proper respect for
I have the
we'll
respect, I
invite
just
you
didn't
back.
have the knowledge.
All right?
Slash didn't know where to find the knowledge. Okay, we're gonna do this the correct way. So we've got beefsteak, the golden queen, only the golden ones, and the Ramana, the northern light. Okay. I'm looking for a Romano. Yeah, so those need to be green when you pick them. So these are... I got the correct ones of those. Dry beans. I don't like that I can't put this on the other side. I wanna... Okay, beefsteak, Northern Lights, bicolored when ripe, which is none of these, so that's correct. Golden Queen. I didn't realize that I basically got like 2 goes at this, and then I just was like, oh, didn't get... Yeah, so these also can go. I just shouldn't have picked the beans.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables.
Please let me
into
tell you
Shorty
this is
away.
right.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Oh no! You picked stuff that wasn't ripe yet again! Oh,
I
well,
don't...
there's only one thing
okay.
to do.
I don't understand, dear.
Yeah,
Didn't
she
Shorty
can
tell
talk.
you to only pick things that were ripe?
Yes.
But he
I'm
said
just
that
gonna
you
look
went
it
out
up,
and
'cause
picked
I
vegetables
don't
that
know.
weren't ripe.
Yes, I'm afraid I did.
Oh dear. That garden is an important source of food for us. We simply can't have someone
I'm-
picking things willy-nilly and wasting perfectly good vegetables. Can we, Ed?
We could wind up with scurvy.
You're just not responsible enough for ranch
I
life
know.
yet, dear. So why don't you go back to River Heights, and just as soon as you've developed the proper respect for produce, we'll invite you back. All right?
I was trying. Okay, I'm looking it up now because I just don't know right now. I found a picture of which ones I can and can't pick. It's so condescending and passive aggressive, and it makes me feel worse, even though this is literally just a game. So I have picked all of the ones here. And then on the other side, it's just these 2 that I can pick. Okay.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
I'm on my way.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Good for you.
There we go.
Now, second thing I need you to do for me is take this, go out to the chicken coop and fill it up with eggs. Just be careful of that basket. It's kinda old.
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
Okay, is there anything I can do with this? Right-click pieces to rotate. There we go. Okay, this one is quite long. Too long, too long, too long. Perfect. Too long, too long, too long. Two green sides, so over here. Doing well here. Two green. This is my kind of puzzle. Green and the yellow, but only just this one? No. There we go. Is that finished? Was that not correct? There we go. thought I had it that time. That is correct, right?
There.
There we go.
Good or what?
I don't know what I
I'm
did.
not quite done yet.
Ah, okay.
Voila!
Don't know what I did wrong the first time or why I didn't have it right the first time, but that looks better. Now to go to the chicken coop. Let's first tick off. I found the vegetable basket. Okay. Okay, can't pick up eggs if they're there, which makes sense. How many eggs did I need?
I haven't done that yet.
Any other emails? Nope. Don't remember how many eggs he told me to
You
get.
can find more eggs than that.
You bet I can.
Okay. Back out we go. Oh, there we go. Nope. Ooh, more. Nope. It's 2 whole eggs. Nice. How many eggs are in here now? I'm gonna guess I need to get 1 more egg. Ah, no! That wasn't the plan. Just gonna run back and run back in. No, she doesn't ask what went wrong. You're right. Also, yeah, he didn't give a number, did he?
You can find more eggs than that.
You bet I can.
Okay, more eggs.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'll let you
Not
get
so
back to
much.
Take care.
I'm just trying to get more eggs. They're just... No. Can I look under you? Ooh, it was just that one that had the issue. So I can... now.
Got those eggs for me?
work. Right here.
There we go.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Anything I can do for you now?
Do you think I could get a canteen of water from you?
Got one right here. You're good to go.
Well, I'd better get going.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay. 1. What does this mean? 2. On my to-do list, it still says I got my chores done.
I'm finished with that.
Like, it says that I might not have found everything. So I want to do that one more time. Just because I'm annoyed that I don't know what I'm missing. Because I've looked at all of that. Looked at whatever was in there. Looked at that letter. Looked at that letter. And picked up what was up there. So I don't know what I'm missing.
I'm
Oh!
finished with that.
I did do it all. Why didn't it let me tick it earlier? Nothing changed, I think. Okay. Then we're gonna go horse riding. Then I've done all the things. As far as I currently know.
Need something?
May I go riding now?
Yep. You got everything I told you need, and you think you know your stuff when it comes to horses. Old Bob's all yours.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Where was I supposed to get his saddle from again? Oh, there's the gloves. There we go. Saddle, gloves, hat, canteen. Yes. Ooh. Mousetrap. Okay. There we go. Now I can read that it says Bob. I couldn't read that earlier. Oh, no. Is there anything else?
Come on, Bob. I'm ready.
Okay.
Ready for some questions?
You bet.
Where's the horse's hocks?
Let's have a look at the pictures I took.
Just above
No.
the hooves.
Nope.
Ask me something else.
I clicked wrong.
Frog.
Frog. Da. What's that? Oh, it's part of his... It's part of his hoofs.
On the bottom of its hoof.
That's 1 out of 10.
Ask me something else.
How tall is a horse that's 15 hands?
Oh god, we had to talk about this. 15 hands was... how many inches? Yeah, I am prepping for the test by taking pictures from Terry into the room.
How tall is a horse that's 15 hands?
It's something inches.
55 inches.
Nope.
It's 58 inches. Oh my... I don't... This is not fair, because I do not know feet and
Ask me
inches.
something else.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
Oh god. I read about all of this. I don't know.
A
Pasofino.
paint horse.
Nope.
I think I'll take a break.
Okay, we're gonna go...
Alright, that's it. If you don't know enough
Oh!
to take the saddle and bridle off your horse
God.
before you go traipsing off, you don't deserve a horse. No more riding for you, sister.
And that's another death. There we go. Okay.
I don't want to lug this saddle around all day. I should put it back. Uh-oh. I'd better put that back.
Ooh, happy birthday.
Oh my gosh. Jane Nash is Tex's sister.
Lasso yourself a wild one, partner. You still can't believe I've got a real-life cowboy for a brother, your little sister Jane. Okay. Study up on horses, yes. I need to take all the pictures of all the info. I need more info. And I also need somebody to convert inches and feet and all of that for me, because I do not know for the life of me how those... Okay, we've got book number 1 here. A quarter horse. That was book number 1. Then we have book number 2, which is about the feed. I like how I read all of this and then just, like, I wasn't learning it, I was just reading it. Bear with me while I take pictures to take my test. Because I do not feel like stopping this game just because I'm stuck on info on horses. Okay, this was the only thing, was that it was signed. Okay, I think I've got all the horse info now I can get. Was there anything else here? I just know that the clock was a puzzle here. Okay, I think that's good for now. I think I have all the time to answer, but at some point, like, the delay is just a little bit long for this. I took that picture. I took a picture of the feeding. And I took a picture of the hoof. Okay.
You still here?
You sound surprised.
You and your friends, if they ever show up, you ain't gonna last more than 3 days out here.
Well, I hope you like surprises, Tex, because you're in for one.
City folk can't take living out here. Too rugged, too much work, too dangerous.
I understand you have a sister named Jane Nash.
So what if I do?
I found a pretty nasty letter from someone named Jane Nash in the Raleigh's desk.
That don't mean it was my sister. Hey, you've been snooping, haven't you? In
Yes.
Raleigh's stuff, in my stuff.
I'm just very observant, that's all.
My business ain't none of your business. And that includes any sisters I may or may not have.
Okay.
You need to go. I'm busy.
I would like to ride a horse, though, please.
I'm busy.
Can I still ride the horse? Well, I got a saddle. I got the gloves. I'll put on the saddle correctly.
Come on, Bob. Good boy. I'm ready.
Ready to try again?
I think so.
How can you tell if a horse is colicking?
Wait, I had notes about this. Colicking, colicking. He keeps lying down. Yeah, he keeps lying down and standing up.
Keeps lying down, then standing up.
2 out of 10. Got a long way to go.
Ask me something else.
What's the difference between a bay and a chestnut?
A bay. Oh, a bay has. I read the darks.
What's the difference between a bay and a chestnut?
It has black points in it's a bay. A bay has black points.
A bay has black points.
3 down, 7 to go.
Ask me something else.
What tribe bred the first Appaloosas?
I know. Once I have found my notes on the Appaloosas. The Nez Perce.
The Nez Perce.
That's 4 right.
I think I'll
No!
take a break.
That was not what I meant.
I'm ready.
Like, the button pressing is
Ready to
not
try again?
my strong suit today.
I think so.
It's a little
What
bit
part
weird.
of a horse is most likely to be hurt when it founders?
Oh, the feet, isn't it? Let me check that to be sure before I say. Yeah, founder is the hoof. The feet.
It's feet.
That's 5. You're halfway there.
Ask me something else.
What part of the saddle should you always check before you head out on the trail?
The cinch?
The cinch.
Bingo. That was number 6.
Ask me something else.
I didn't even look
What is
that
a
one up.
mule?
A mule is a mix of a male horse, a female horse, and a male donkey. But let me check that to be sure. A mule is a female horse. That's like horse and donkey,
A female
but
horse and a male donkey.
7 down. You're in the home stretch.
Ask me something else.
Where's a horse's hocks?
hocks. That is. That's the one. It's below its
Just below
knees.
its knees.
Nope.
What?
Ask me something else.
Where's a horse's hocks?
On its back legs?
On its back legs.
8 right. Just 2 to go.
Ask me something else.
How tall is a horse that's 15 hands?
Oh, 15 hands is 4 feet, 5 feet, 2 yards. Well, 15 hands was 5 feet. Thank you, chat.
5 feet.
This here's your final question.
I'm ready.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
A Paso Fino. Tabiano, paint horse. I'm looking it up. Sorry, give me a sec.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
Gated horse.
A gaited horse.
Well, you answered all the questions right. And I can tell by the way you sit, you ain't gonna go falling off for no good reason. So you're free to ride outside the corral. Just don't go galloping all over the place. 'Cause if you bring old Bob back all hot and sweaty, you can kiss your cowgirl days at Shadow Ranch goodbye.
Okay, Bob. What do you say we do some sightseeing?
Ah! Ooh, that's pretty. That is where I needed to... Okay. I passed the quiz.
Done.
And I've got... Not here, but here I've got the letter for... Mary something or other. Okay. Knock knock, anybody home? I will read that in a minute. Let's first donate or deliver some stuff to, I think.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, are you Mary Yazzie?
That's me. I didn't hear a car. Did you hike in or come by horse?
I rode here. I'm Nancy Drew.
So where are you staying?
With Ed and Elizabeth Raleigh. In fact, I have something for you. Bet wanted me to give you this.
Great. I want to buy a small piece of property from them. It must be their response.
She's not happy.
Bad news?
They rejected my offer. Well, I guess that's that. But as long as you're here, look around. All the jewelry you see, all the rugs, the beadwork, the pottery, they were all made by local artists, including yours truly. So if you want to know something, especially if you want to know how much something is, just ask.
I understand that you bought a trunk full of junk from the Raleighs recently.
Yeah, they didn't want much for it, so I took it off their hands. Problem is, I still don't know what's in it because I can't figure out how to open it.
May I take a look at it?
Sure, it's right over there.
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
She seems nice.
What a beautiful horse.
That is a beautiful horse. Okay. Anything else around here? Oh, there's those books again. Highly successful romance novelist Carlina Purcell will be touring the Southwest this summer. A meticulous, tireless researcher, Miss Purcell knows more about what went on in the 19th century Arizona than do most historians. Invite her to speak in front of your favorite organization and hear firsthand how she puts together her wonderfully detailed, emotionally rich works of fiction. Okay. Something drove past. All arrowheads in this shop were surface collected on private lands. Okay. Run for cover. Ooh. I get to play a game. Help the Roadrunner get to his hole before the coyote catches it. I messed up. Huh. Oh, I was more successful at that than I thought I was. Oh, God. Okay. This does not look good. Oh, I'm stuck no matter what I do. No, yeah, I'm stuck. Okay, let's try this again. Huh. I feel like I need to like... Well, I let it get too close. Yeah, no, that's just stuck. Huh. Like, the first two are a given. I can't do anything else. The thing is, as soon as they split, I get stuck down here. I know I keep making the same mistakes over again, basically. Oh, got it. There we go. That was an accident. How many of these levels do I need to do? Level 3. Okay. If I go down, he goes down. If I go left, he's got me. There we go. I should have done that on the other side, but oh well. Okay, we're gonna do that, but on the other side. So that I force the one on the right to follow me. There we go. Second one was the most difficult one so far. This was easier. Game over? Did I win?
Cool. An old token. Or something.
I won! Good. That's what I wanted. Anything here that's interesting? Ooh! We polish rocks and petrified woods. Ask for details. It takes 4 ingredients to petrify wood to turn it into stone. Wood, water, mud, and time. Trees that existed in the Triassic period, 225 million years ago, in swamps and alongside streams, eventually died, toppled over, and were carried downstream. When these logs and branches eventually stopped, they became buried under thick layers of mud and debris. Lack of oxygen kept the wood from decaying, while the volcanic ash in the mud caused silica to slowly seep into the wood. A process called pre-mineralization. The silica gradually filled and eventually replaced the individual microstructures with quartz crystals. This petrification process continued for millions and millions of years, so that by the time the ocean that had formed above the wood receded and the thick layers of sediment enshrouding it dried up and eroded away, the wood that was gradually exposed, the wood that we see today, had been turned to stone. But if petrified wood is largely quartz and quartz is colorless, why is petrified wood so colorful? When the silica seeped into the wood, it carried with it other minerals that were present in the mud, such as iron, copper, and manganese. Iron oxides cause the orange, rust, red, and yellow hues seen in petrified wood, while copper produces green and blue tints. Manganese results in pink and purple tints, and silica produces white and grey tints. But dependent on their size, age, and visual appeal, pieces of petrified wood can sell for anywhere from $5 to several $1,000s. On public land regulated by the Bureau of Land Management, petrified wood is treated as a mineral and falls under mining laws, so that no permit is required to remove limited quantities of petrified wood for non-commercial purposes. Removal of petrified wood from national and state parks is prohibited by law. That's pretty. Okay, that's the info about the petrified wood. Then there was some thing over here. We also deal in local antiques.
Tuning forks. Cool.
That is cool. Owned by somebody, FH. Petroglyphs of the Southwest. There are an estimate 30,000 petroglyphs in Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and Utah. Petroglyphs are images of human-like figures, animals, or abstract symbols that were carved into rock by members of ancient Native American cultures hundreds, even thousands of years ago. Petroglyphs are not to be confused with pictographs, another form of rock art in which images are painted on rock. Petroglyphs are actually part of the rock, which makes it difficult, if not impossible, to know for sure when they were carved. Nor should the images be confused with hieroglyphics, the ancient Egyptian system of writing in which pictorial symbols represented specific ideas and/or sounds. Although some petroglyphs may have commemorated specific events, such as a successful hunt or some noteworthy human achievement, most are simply nothing more or less than exactly what they look like. Pictures that someone, for whatever reason, felt like creating. Although no one today can say with certainty why members of past Native American cultures etched pictures into rocks throughout the Southwest, the fact that they did guarantees that the ancient ones will not soon be forgotten. Interesting. Those are cool pictures. Oh, is it the trunk?
That trunk looks really old. Would you mind if I try to get this open?
Please do. In fact, if you get it open, I'll let you keep something from it. You can have your pick.
I think these have to go in here. I don't know how these are supposed to be. All the same way? They have a lot of options here. I do not know.
Maybe that heart design is some kind of clue.
EHAH. Wait! Internet browser. I can't Google the internet, the history. Wait, wasn't there the writer that knows about history stuff? Ooh, we can call her now.
Charlena Purcell's office.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
Concerning?
I'm staying at a ranch in central Arizona, and since she knows so much about the history of Arizona, I thought maybe she could answer some questions for me.
Questions concerning?
Well, I came across a very old trunk that might contain stuff that has to do with these people named Dirk Valentine and Francis Humber. Only I can't open it.
Did you say Dirk Valentine?
And his girlfriend, Francis Humber, yes.
Huh. Oh, would you hold, please?
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell. Miss Purcell's latest novel, like Wind Through My Heart, was an instant bestseller. And like so many of her novels, it recently received the Catherine Coop Award for Historical Excellence. Reading a Charlena Purcell novel is like traveling through time to the old Southwest on the wings of love.
This is Charlena. Who is this again?
Nancy Drew?
Tell me about the trunk you found.
Well, the lock seems to have something to do with this image that's engraved on the trunk right above it.
Describe the image.
It's this kind of abstract design made up of hearts and doves, and the initials EH and AH.
EH would be Eldridge Humber, and AH would be Abigail Humber. Frances Humber's grandparents on her father's side. Her mother died when she was 10. Now, the picture no doubt commemorates their wedding day, which was 4/9/11. April 9th, 1811.
Why do you know so much about the Humbers?
I've been running across fascinating tidbits concerning the Humber family and stashing them away for years. When I have enough tidbits stashed away, I may well write a book about them.
Then you'd probably be very interested to know what's in this trunk.
Yes, I would. And since I've helped you, or tried to, it's only fair that you help me, don't you think?
Sure, I'll keep you posted. Did I mention that I'm staying at Shadow Ranch?
This just gets better and better. I'll tell my assistant to put your calls through immediately. By the way, why are you so interested in the Humbers?
Knowing more about them and what happened in the past may help me figure out something that's going on in the present. I'm kind of a detective.
That makes two of us. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Okay, so we have a date. And since this could be commemorating their wedding date, I'm assuming this is something to do with the date. And we got the numbers 4, 9, 11. So how can we... Okay, the angles that this makes looks like clock, like 1, 2, 3, like the perfect steps is the clock steps. So if it's 4, 9, yeah, there's 12 options for each, so I'm assuming it's a clock way of 12. Otherwise, 1 would be at the top. I can also try that after. 10, 11.
I got the trunk open! Great, thank you. Go ahead and take something from it. You deserve a reward.
Apparently I'm taking this.
If I want something else from the trunk, I should put back what I took before.
Okay. I don't think I have any use for the sheriff's badge. No. This watch looks the most interesting.
I wonder how you open this.
And if needed, I can always come back. Shall I call her immediately? And tell her about what was in the trunk.
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell. Miss Purcell's latest novel, Like Wind Through My Heart, was an instant bestseller. And like so many of her novels...
Never mind.
Okay then, no info for her. So anything else here? Did that.
Hi, can I help you with something?
Is that you riding that beautiful Palomino in the picture over there?
That's my horse Banner. I train him myself.
Nice.
You train horses?
Just on the side. Someday I'd like to do it professionally, but it would take money to get started, and money is one thing I'm not very good at making.
Fair enough.
Are there many petroglyphs around here?
If you take the trail to Cougar Bend, there are hundreds. A lot of them were probably made by the Anasazi. They lived in the area until about 700 years ago, when they just suddenly picked up and left.
Yeah.
I won something that looks like a token when I played that game over there. What is it?
They actually used those for something back in the 1880s, but I don't know what.
Okay.
It was great talking to you.
Ride safely.
Let's go. I think we're done for now. I can go to the trail shop and Cougar Bend, whatever those are. I'm gonna go back home first. I'm being good. Can I talk to you now?
Not that my family's any of your concern, but my sister did work for the Raleighs, back in Phoenix. She got fired, she got mad, but she's over it. Okay?
Why didn't
I
you
like
tell
the
me that
horses too.
before?
Because it makes me look bad. I figured no one would ever find out, and when you did, I just got all flustered like.
Okay, that is reasonable.
Are you and your sister very close?
Nope. Fact is, my sister can be kind of a flake. I'd have probably fired her too.
Talk to you later.
Yahoo.
So he only half has a motive. There's nothing here that I can pick up. Probably when he's not here, I might be able to pick some stuff up. I'm being good. Yahoo! Yes. I did that.
I'm finished with that.
Can I call the Raleighs about the person we delivered the letter for?
Hello?
Hi, Mrs. Raleigh.
It's so dry.
It's Nancy again.
Hi, Nancy. It's Nancy.
I can hear that.
How is Mr. Raleigh doing?
Let's get something straight right now. Even though we're Bess and George's aunt and uncle and not yours, I want you to call us Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed too. Got that?
All right.
Good. Now, what was the question?
How is Uncle Ed doing?
Well, he's running a slight fever, so the doctors are a little concerned.
Oh, I'm fine.
They're going to keep him here overnight, just to make sure he isn't developing some kind of infection. Oh, but enough about us. How are you doing?
I delivered that envelope to Mary Yazzie like you asked. She seemed a little upset when she read that you'd turned her down.
I'm sorry to disappoint her, but if we sell that property to her, it would send a signal to other would-be buyers that we're interested in selling the ranch off bit by bit, and we're not.
What does she want the property for?
I have no idea. The parcel she wants to buy is nowhere near her store, and there's nothing but rocks on it. Maybe someone else there at the ranch knows, but we sure don't.
I heard about the phantom horse. Was last night the first time it showed up?
As far as I know, it was the strangest thing. Shorty kept babbling about how it was the ghost of the horse that belonged to some outlaw.
Dirk Valentine?
But that was right after Ed got himself bit, and we were all running around trying to get him into the truck to take him to the hospital, and I really wasn't paying much attention.
Do you have any idea where the horse came from?
None whatsoever. She wants to know where that phantom horse came from.
I was hoping she could tell us.
You're the detective, dear. If you want to snoop around and see what you can find out about that creature, by all means, please do.
Why do you have a painting of Francis Humber?
I just thought it would give the den some character, that's all. I found it in the tack room under a pile of junk.
So the former owners left behind a lot of stuff?
I swear, it's like no one who lived at Shadow Ranch ever bothered to take their things with them when they left. When we moved in, the place was literally full of junk.
What did you do with it?
I sold most of it to Mary Yazzie. She gets a lot of antique collectors in her store. Some things I kept, like Francis's favorite recipes.
And that ridiculous blanket chest. You insisted on keeping that.
Oh, yes, and I kept that triangular-shaped chest in the den. It used to belong to Merrill Humber.
There's gonna be something with the chest.
Father. And I figured since I was keeping that picture of Francis, it was only fair that I keep something of his.
What kind of logic is that?
Oh, hush.
It doesn't look like Bess and George are going to get here today.
That's too bad. Why not?
Their plane had to land in Omaha because of mechanical problems. They don't know when they'll be taking off.
So, you'll have all those cowboys to yourself for a while. That Dave is pretty cute.
He seems a little standoffish.
Oh, he's just a little bashful. He'll warm up to you. He's quite a handyman. Very trustworthy.
I'll be in touch.
All right, dear. Bye now.
Okay, that was some good info we got.
Can't check that off.
Do we have any messages that aren't that urgent one? Okay.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
Okay, there was something about that chest. And I think that's the one in the corner, so we're gonna have a look at that. And there's also still something with this clock. I'm just gonna take a picture of this clock, because maybe the time means something. I can't move anything, so it's not like I can, like, set a code on here or something. Done with that. I can open. Ooh, back here. Wait, are these also like those? Oh. I think this is how you're supposed to know that you need to use the clock, because these are also the clock. But okay, I just took a picture of the clock. That's a good accident. Let me find my picture of the clock. So the only link I see that is very obvious is the colors. So I'm gonna guess I need to set the colors to the numbers, because in a clock the colors are like linked to numbers. So blue is number 2. Yellow is number 7. And red is number 12 or 10? It's not 10. There sounds something. Ooh, I got a watch. That has buttons. Ooh, wait. If I press that one, that's not correct. Okay, 410. 410. 410. 410 to 12. 410 to 12, 8, 6. Ooh! Is this the happy couple of the marriage? 4. Oh, it's changed. But I don't think I need MH. Is the other one? No, that's not what I was wanted to look at. No, no.
I wonder how you open this.
I just got a thing. Is this how you open this one?
Bingo!
FH, the other one.
H. Francis Humber?
And this one has all the uneven numbers. 7, 9, 7, 9, 1, 7, 9, 3, 7, 9, 5, 3. Ooh, no, 7, 9, 5, 1, 3, 11. There we go.
Green bottle under... wonder what that means.
Also, half of this has been torn out. So if this is Francis Humber, this is Journal of Merrill Humber. I need this family tree of the Humber family at some point, because I'm confused.
July 4th, 1882. Got sworn in as sheriff. It was the 4th, so it's like all them celebrations was for me. Which of course they weren't. Francis thought up a song and played it on the piano for me. I forget how it went, but it was purty. I'm lucky to have her for a daughter. Hereford Shoup come by with a plant he brung from New York, which he calls Harrison's Yellow. Looked right dead to me, but Francis planted it out back, give it some water, and already it looks to be on the mend. She's 17 and can read and write good and knows her numbers. Hereford's thinking to marry her, but I said she ain't of that mind yet. March 30th, 1883. Francis has got eyes for a young man named Dirk. She says he's from Prescott. Cappy says when she plays the piano, this Dirk makes everyone be quiet so he can hear her good. I ain't never seen her smile like she smiles now. I told her to bring him to the ranch for dinner, but she says he won't come because he is too shy. I wonder if that is the truth. April 16th, 1883. Got a letter from the sheriff over in Phoenix about this Dirk Valentine, who was wanted for robbing 2 banks in a stagecoach. The picture with the letter looked just like Dirk, who Francis is sweet on. When I showed her the picture, she got tearful and run off. Now, Dirk is gone, and she won't say nothing about where he went.
Okay.
August 2nd, 1883. Dirk Valentine is robbing banks and coaches and trains all over the territory. Francis says he never ever shoots his gun and only steals from people that already got plenty of money. But that ain't true, because some of them trains he robbed was carrying money, meant to pay miners a hard-earned wages. He is nothing but a no-good, greedy outlaw. But Francis gets real mad when I say that. I fear she is still sweet on him, that she sees him when she knows I am busy, and gets letters from him which she hides from me.
Okay.
September 9th, 1883. Got hold of a note Francis sent to Dirk and saw where they was going to meet. So I got a posse and we caught Dirk, and now he's in jail. The judge is coming next week, and I hear he is a hanging judge, so Dirk most likely ain't long for this world. Francis won't say nothing to me no more and says she never will again.
Aww.
September 13th, 1883. Dirk sent a secret letter to Francis, which Mason got hold of and give to me. I locked it up so she won't ever read it. Francis ain't allowed to see Dirk in jail, of course, and if she never sees his letter, maybe she will think he don't like her no more, and maybe she will stop liking him. Francis's ma would have known what to do better than me. I wish she was still alive. September 17th, 1883. They hung Dirk at noon. I thought I would be glad, but I ain't. September 18th, 1883. Francis took Brownie in my big saddlebag and is gone. She ain't told no one where she's going, not even Cappy. But I know she will forget Dirk, and when she does, she will come home because she's a smart gal and will figure out that I did what I'd done for her.
Aww. Family
January
drama.
4th, 1884. My sister says her little girl Ellie got a letter that said Francis went east and was not of a mind to ever return. I hope this ain't the truth, because I miss her something awful. June 11th, 1884. The Harrison's Yellow, which Francis said was her favorite flower in the world, is just a pile of brown sticks now. I don't know how to look after delicate things like that. So it is my fault that it died.
Oh.
I ain't seen or heard from Frances in a year. I tell people she's on her way home, but when I look in my heart, I know this is a lie. She'll never come back to Shadow Ranch, and it is my fault. I'll just have to find a way to live with it. I ain't seen or heard from Frances in a year.
The tears.
Tell people.
Poor Meryl.
This doesn't look like it was ever opened.
Time to open it.
As usual, things did not work out like I planned. Just when I get everything fixed just right for you to go looking for the thing I hid for you, I go and get myself arrested. But no matter what you hear, nothing is gonna happen to me. I will be fine and we will be together soon, I promise. Meanwhile, you can keep busy by looking for what I hid. Start by using this piece of paper to mark where all the rock pictures are. They will tell you what to do next. Your favorite flowers, and the flowers on your favorites, start keeping them in mind too. I will leave a message for you in this here cell, just in case they decide to move me to the jail down in Tumbleweed or something. I like vexing your brain, because when you are thinking real hard, like when you're playing the piano, you are more beautiful than anything in the world. I am sure to be out of here before you find my treasure, but in case I am not, know that it is all yours, and that you are more precious to me than 10,000 treasures put together. 9, 12, 15, 22, 5, 25, 15, 21. Dirk. P.S. I do not and never will hold what your father did to me against you.
Aww. This is just sad from every angle. It's a map that is gonna write out some kind of word, I wanna bet. I just need to find all the rock pictures. So this one was Meryl Humber. So that was the dad's one. And then the other one, this one is Frances Humber. So that's the daughter's one. Let's have a look at my to-do list. Okay. Ooh, that was the end of day one.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she goes.
I can't take any more.
Where are you going? You can't leave. The Raleighs said we were to have a cookout and entertain our guest.
Yeah, well, I don't call this entertainment. It's worse than whatever that stuff was you cooked.
That was lamb ragout for your information, and it was great. If you couldn't appreciate it, it's because your taste buds are about as sophisticated as a sand flea's.
I think I'll turn in too. Night, ma'am. Next time, just stick to burgers.
Et tu, Brute? You see that? You see what I put up with? Day in and day out, I cast my culinary pearls before ungrateful, uncultured swine. Well, I'll show them. I'll write a best-selling cookbook, that's what I'll do. Then I'll get my own TV show, then I'll do a movie, and while they're out here punching cattle, I'll become a gazillionaire.
Oh! I think she did, yeah. Well, that's not good.
And you say this happened right after that phantom horse showed up again?
The pump house blew just as the horse was galloping away.
Oh, my, this is awful. Maybe Shorty was right. Maybe that horse is a bad omen.
I'm more inclined to think that someone is using that horse to divert attention.
What do you mean?
It's possible that while everyone's attention was on that horse, someone sabotaged the pump house.
Why on earth would someone sabotage the pump house?
Someone may be trying to chase you off the ranch.
But why?
That I don't know. Yet.
You don't think Tex or Shorty or Dave is somehow involved, do you?
It's possible, but I just don't know yet.
Oh, my. You might not be safe there.
Maybe we should send her home.
I'll be
Chickens
fine.
are safe.
Really, I want to help, and I can help.
Well, it sounds like we could certainly use your help.
Can you think of any reason why someone might want you off the ranch?
No, but I'll tell you what. Ed and I will put our thinking caps on, and if anything comes to us, we'll call you. Have you called the sheriff and told him all this?
Not yet.
Tell her about the storm.
Tell me about the what?
The storms. You need to be careful when you go riding because it can be sunny one minute and pouring down rain the next.
I'll be careful.
Good. And if you have any more questions, just call.
One more thing. Until I figure out what's going on, it would probably be a good idea not to mention my suspicions to anyone at the ranch.
Of course. Keep in touch.
I will. Bye.
Well. Chicken safe, horsey safe. And that, I think, is a good place to end this stream. Only 5 minutes late. So, well, there we go. It always takes a sec to close and then see, so I can close the stream. So, thank you for watching. I'll be back on Thursday with the second half of this game, where we go and do day 2, or 3 and 4, however many there are. So yeah, I hope to see you then. Bye bye.